Hey everybody, what's up? Today is Sunday, January 9th, and I'm going to be doing a drive from my house here in Northeast Minneapolis to my parents' house in Coon Rapids, Minnesota. I've had a lot of good luck with FSD beta 10.8 so far, far and above the best FSD beta release of the 10.x code line so far. I've had a lot of good luck with it recently. The most recent video I posted was 0 disengagements, which was awesome. I'll put a link in the description in case you want to watch that one. But there's one scenario in particular on this route that we're doing tonight that I think will be fixed. I've seen similar areas where FSD beta 10.8 has now handled it correctly, where it never did before. So I will call that out when we get to it. And then I just wanted to call out before we get going here. I may disengage FSD when we get to the train tracks up the road from my house here. There's a large divot, and because my car is lowered, I go really slow over it. So I may try with FSD, I may not. We'll just see how bad it is and go from there. So, well, without further ado, let's go for a drive, and then let's see how FSD beta 10.8 handles this route. Alright, so I must have done a good job plowing there on my driveway. It didn't try to ride up the snowbank this time around, so that's a definite improvement there, but I'll credit my shoveling skills for that. Alright, still a lot of caution here. I'm just going to hit the accelerator to go, but that's been a problem pretty much throughout every build. Sometimes it hesitates way too much, and there are no cars coming there, so really it was really no issue. There's no reason why it needed to wait so long there. All right, and this is the train tracks I called out just a few minutes ago or a few seconds ago. I'm gonna see it. I think if they plowed this, it shouldn't be terrible, but I'm gonna slow down to. We'll see how slow it wants to go here, but. All right, if you're curious of how slow FSD can go, well, we just proved that, so. Yeah, so you can go all the way down to 0 if you really wanted to, and then start it back up from there, but I've done that a few times, and it's kind of slick, so. Alright, so as you can see there, way too much throttle. I was waiting for the car, honestly, to disengage there, so I definitely will report that, but we have winter tires on, and you still saw the car get squirmish there, so I'll definitely give FSD kudos for its drifting skills, but, had that been 99% of other drivers, they would have disengaged, but, I'm perfectly comfortable with the car drifting just because I'm used to it, but, for the conditions, they're sub-zero. Again, I wish Tesla would put something in the software that would limit the amount of acceleration when you had temperatures this low, just because the odds of encountering black ice are quite high, right? And you could put somebody in some serious trouble pretty quickly if you accelerate like that, coming out of a corner like that. So it's definitely something that they can improve. I hope we'll see some improvements like that in version 11. Who knows, maybe even 10.9 will address something like that. So. All right, and we continue to see success with that intersection there. The car doesn't wait longer than it has to. Again, it was an issue in previous builds. I think around the 10.6, 10.5 time frame, they started making improvements, or started recognizing improvements with that area, and those seem to still be there, so no regressions. All right, and a great job again with that intersection. That again used to be a problem in the past, but over the last couple of builds, as the car has gotten much more confident in proceeding and in a timely fashion, not dinking around too much there. So. All right, so this issue, it looks like, is finally going to be something we can call out and say is fixed. It's partially using the turn lane here, but before we never got this far over to the right. So again, I will try that again on the way home, just to confirm without a car in front of us if it's truly fixed. But those shared turn lanes where it's a bike lane and a turn lane kind of coming into one, and there's usually a dotted line from your main lane of traffic over to the turn lane, those have been a problem for FSD throughout the 10.x builds. The car would not take those. It would always stay in the left lane to turn right, which would always require a disengagement, mostly if you had cars behind you. I've now seen it do, that was not as great as the ones I've seen before, but I've seen other videos, and I've posted examples of this too, where now in 10.8 the car will take those turn lanes finally. So awesome to see that improvement. Again, that wasn't perfect, but it was better than the previous builds. So I'll do another drive if there's no car in front of us on the way back, just to confirm that issue is fixed. All right, so we just exited Highway 10 here in Coon Rapids, and we're almost to our destination. We got a few left turns to make, followed by a final right turn. So yeah, well, so far so good. A couple of speed-related issues. Again, that's navigation data. That's just wrong. That I fast-forwarded through the highway bits there, but I did, have to apply the accelerator a few times. So, but no disengagements. So far we're good in that department. So again, we'll just have to see. This turn up here is a little tricky. It's a left turn, and there is a little bit of a hill, so it's kind of a very late apex turn with a little bit of a elevation change as well that sometimes throws FSD off. In previous builds it's been handling it just fine. The early builds it had problems where it resulted in some disengagement, so we'll see if there's any regressions here with this turn. All right, the car did a fantastic job at the left turn. Notice if you could see the wheel there were no corrections once we made the turn. The car held the line that it went into the corner with throughout the whole turn. Like I said, no minor corrections or anything like that. It was very confident with that turn. That's probably the best handling I've seen of that left turn in any of the builds. So that was a possible improvement, honestly, from the other builds. But we would have to test it obviously without a car in front of us. But that was very, very smooth. A little bit of slowing towards the end there, otherwise a pretty darn good left turn. And then again, great job so far that I've seen. I mean, you can tell our roads are pretty well crusted over with salt, with road salt. We had some sub-zero temperatures again that kind of hit us again today, so they went and put a lot of road salt on the roads, and the car's done a fantastic job so far of handling those. So. Okay, a little bit too much speed towards the end there, but otherwise a great right turn. So again, another zero disengagement drive. That was, again, fantastic. So I'll catch you on the next one, but thanks for watching. Again, I'll see you. All right, so as promised from earlier in this video, I'm going to try out this previously problematic spot where the car would refuse to use the shared turn lane on the right. Before in the video, we had a car that we were following, and I didn't get enough evidence to say that the issue was for sure fixed, so I wanted to try it again tonight when there were no cars in front of us and see what the car would do. So let's just see how the car handles this up here and go from there. So again, this is one of those turn lanes that's kind of a bike lane that's then shared with the main lane of traffic here. There's a dotted line in between. So let's see what the car does here. Yeah, it's for sure using it. So this issue is for sure fixed in 10.8. This has been an issue throughout each of the FSD builds throughout the 10.x code line, and I've seen this, like I said, I saw this kind of this change in other areas, but I've had this route throughout each of the FSD builds, so I wanted to for sure test it here to confirm that it's fixed. So anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.